Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this review, we take a look at Boss Fight Studios' Vitruvian H.A.C.K.S exclusive to Big Bad Toy Store. This is a Hobgoblin named Ranchi 1/18 scale action figure, and these are for adult collectors. These do come in adult collector friendly packaging, so you can slide the card out from the back and take out your figure and accessories, play with it, put it all back, put the card back, and there you go. Bam. All done, back in the packaging. Hang him on a wall, look at him, whatever you want to do. Pretty cool. No tape or anything like that on the packaging. So this is the front. I love the artwork. It shows two of the Hobgoblins. I'm not sure how army builder worthy these are. It kind of almost look like the same if you're looking for an individual character like Ranchi versus other just general army Hobgoblins. And you're going to have a lot of the same figures over and over. And here's the back of the packaging. Pretty cool. I like the old dungeon book there. There's no limits. These are fully modular, so you can customize these things with other Vitruvian hacks. It's fantastic. They do come with file cards, which is I love. There's the... I'll try to give you guys a chance to pause and read this. So here's the top of it, basically. Name, what he is. The picture looks pretty cool. Give you the first paragraph, and I'll hold it for a few minutes. Not a few minutes, a few seconds. Pause it, and then I'll move up so you can get the last part of that card. Looks pretty good there. Hold it for a few more seconds so you can pause and read that. If you want to learn about Ranchi, you can see how these come out right here. It's pretty good. So I get this guy out of the packaging, and we will take a look at him. Pretty cool. Just slides right out. See how that works? Alright, so there's a little Hobgoblin outside the packaging. He's pretty cool. First impressions. I kind of thought he wasn't going to stand because he has his feet kind of give me out how the skeletons. I have an issue because they're so small and very small amount of surface area. But he actually stood pretty much right outside the pack. So let's take a look at him. Overall aesthetics. Here's the first head sculpt. Big goblin ears, red eyes, teeth. The skin's like a mustard with the black wash over it. A lot of battle damage. There's the other ear. He's sporting some hair, a mohawk on the top. Okay, brown, with nice hair sculpt. His chest, you definitely see a nice gash there across it. Some of his rib cage exposed. As far as this guy's even alive. Maybe he's not alive. Maybe he's a dead goblin. Same texture for the arms. There's these torn off pants that look like shorts. Gray, ripped up pretty bad. There's this loincloth here. Just got a metal piece with some spikes sculpted into it. And on the black belt. His tail on the back. The back of that brown loincloth, all 12 with holes in it. And then the legs are pretty much, these are thinner than usual. Some battle damage on that leg. You can see some flesh there. Pretty banged up. This guy's been in some serious scraps. On the back, is this a spinal cord? Or just maybe spikes from his bones? And there's something. So his backbone sticking out there. Alright, got a lot more deadness to him than I expected. So for the articulation, you can look down, up, side to side, all the way around. Of course, if you just want to get a crazy goblin, you can do that if you would like. Pretty cool. For the arms, they do rotate 360. They gap about little buffer T pose. Single joint elbows. The wrist rotate obviously 360. This one has the up and down, I believe, yeah. And this one, same function. So the chest has some like an ab crunch type thing. And that rotates there. And then it rotates to it. Maybe it does. Yeah, it does. It's very stiff. Rotation there also. He can sit very nicely. His tail is in a way, obviously, which is articulated. I'll get to that. Alright, and we have a Ninja Goblin. Very cool. Die cut. 360. Double jointed knees. Should get double jointed elbows in these figures for the price of them. Beat the pivot down. Pivot up. And then there's no side to side on these guys because this is like the way it's made. You see there's little claws. One in the back. The tail is articulated 360 all the way around. And removable. Apparently. So if you want one without a tail, you can only build one. And fill out the head sculpt maybe. Okay, I'll have to do that off camera because I gotta find the hole. Cool. So I guess one thing that's noteworthy here is this loincloth basically is the piece that holds on his tail. So one of the problems is there's no space between this loincloth and his body, and that makes it very difficult to allow for that space to be underneath there between the loincloth and the pants, and a pain in the butt to get on. So we're going to leave that off for now, and I will work on that in my own time. I won't make this video too long, right? Alternate head sculpt, open mouth, pretty much the same kind of overall aesthetic. A little different in the facial structure. If you want to have an option there, and the hair is longer in the back. Pretty cool. Alternate hands. Dramatic effect. Then we have this kind of weapon. Very wicked. Wish this is more gunmetal than gray. Pretty deadly though. We have the gunmetal here at the base. Very pointy piece here, so be careful with that if you give this to your local collectors. Brown handle and a wrap on it. Still a cool weapon. They do come out with pretty cool weapons. This already awesome axe, which maybe it's a stone axe. Is that what it's meant to be? I would love to see a little more silver on the blade. Some more sharpened stone. That's the impression I get. It's a very nice looking shape. Pretty wicked looking. Nonetheless, I guess. Here's the flight stand. Here is the boss fight stand. Boss fight stand. That's a tongue twister for your figure. He does hold holes in his feet, so no problem. It's not a bad figure. That tail thing is irritating for the cons. He's a little light on accessories for the price for this being an exclusive. Kind of disappointed a little bit. Really my first time with Spotify Studio. Just something about this figure is lacking my enthusiasm for it. I don't know why. I bought it because of, obviously building my army of, I guess the dead, because he's dead, I guess. So he's still available as of this video. This is August 2nd, 2023. I think it's about $30, $28, $30, something like that. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Obviously get it if you like it. I'm not sure if I'm going to recommend it. It's cool for what it is. But if you can get it for a better price, I think I'd wait and get it on clearance if you could. I don't think I'd only build them. Maybe the most if I really wanted to, two. Because you're not going to, I don't know, it's just, it'd be one of those irritating army builds. They fall over a lot, and they're just, it's not there. The value's not there, in my opinion. But it doesn't mean it's a bad figure. It's a cool figure for what it's worth. It's not perfect. I must say it's probably one of the lower level figures that I have. A lot of Spotify Studios figures, and got to put him down pretty low on my ranking. But that's my opinion. So there he is. If you guys like the review, make your own judgment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this figure. If you want it, you want me to build it. And thanks for watching, and we will see you in our next review.